Please try later. We are live. It says I can't connect to chat though, so if you're saying something, I can't see you. Oh, that's a shame. Are you there? There's 19 of you, but I can't connect to chat. Well, this might be one-sided today. I might not be able to, let me, testing. I'm going to try and pop out the chat and then pop back in again and see what happens. Ah, I can see it on another window. Ah, lots of you there. Restore chat. No, I can't see it on this one. That's a shame. Sorry guys, technical hitch here. I think what I have to do is open two windows somehow. And open two windows, one for the chat, so otherwise I can't see what you're doing. It's like talking to a wall. I've just seen a message. That's the truth, isn't it? I think it kind of, oh, no. Ah, gotta love technology, right? Well, this kind of works. This kind of works, but I can't really see myself. I can either see the chat or I can see myself. So I'm either blind or buffering. Okay, now I can see and hear you clearly. Thank you. Can see and hear you. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to just get straight into it today. Yesterday, we were doing grass bird's tail on both sides. We did quite a good workout yesterday, didn't we? We did the whole sequence through 3 times. We did some warm-ups. What exercise did we do? Oh, we did the reeling silk hand exercise. So I'm going to repeat that. If we have time, I'll learn a new one. So here we go. Okay, shaky start, but looks like we're okay now. Begin by shaking out all the tension out the fingers and the wrists and the elbows and the shoulders. And then bounce them out. Okay, today we're going to do this one where we're turning the hips and swing the arms straight in front. Just let it drop. As it drops, you add the momentum by pushing and pulling with the feet. So you're not using your shoulder muscles, completely loose, floppy. It's all coming from the hips. Feel the turn of the hips coming from the pushing of the foot into the floor. So I want you to feel like a wave of energy from the ground to the fingertips. Now we do this one. Sure, you're rotating on the center line. And and not shifting your weight from one leg to the other. Now in a moment we're going to try with a weight shift, but I want you to clearly differentiate the weight shift from the rotation. So weight shift, rotate, weight shift, rotate, weight shift, rotate. When the weight comes across, the energy is transferred into rotational movement. My front foot is empty, you can be on the ball of the foot. I'm completely shifting the weight. Go back a little so you can see my foot. Okay, now, one foot forwards, but make sure that your feet are not here, they're here, okay? Common mistake with this one is people leaning, okay? On the front, you keep your head above your tailbone. On the back, your tailbone in line with your heel. One, back. The feeling should be like you're driving your car and you put your foot on the brakes and people feel like they're shooting forwards. The front foot is the brake. So the impulse of the hands coming forwards is a result of the front foot pushing into the floor. Okay, same thing on the other side. Make sure you move your foot across, you've got a channel between your feet. Okay, back to the middle. Interlock the fingers, rotate the wrists like this, and at the same time, rotate your ankle. So it's 2 for 1. Coordination and joint mobility. And it saves time as well. Okay, back to the middle. And from here, draw your chin in, and bring it up, back, one side, back, other side, back, down, up, side, side, down, up. From down, circle, all the way around, keep going in the same direction this time. And change. Okay, if you hear birds on this time, that's not on the music, the windows are open, it's rather pleasant. Okay, rotation, bring the elbows to touch. And back the other way. And waist. And the other way. Feet together, hands on the knees. Rotate. And other way. Bend the knees and press. Bend. And one more time. Try and squat all the way down and back. Okay. Put your weight into one leg and step the other foot on the heel so that the back of the heel is resting on the floor, not the sole of the foot. Make sure your belly button lines up with your front foot. Place your hand on your knee. Keep the back straight, bend from the hip. The opposite hand reach towards your foot. Those of you that are more flexible, you can grasp underneath your foot. Every time you breathe out, release deeper into the stretch. Take your hand off your knee, if you can reach your foot that is, and place it on top of the other hand. And back. You can hear that, it's a car alarm, so not just the birds. Right, back of the heel, line up your hips, hand on the knee. Make sure your knee is absolutely straight and you're flexing your ankle. This is no good, I want to here. Opposite hand, again, you can just gradually keep working closer and closer to your foot. If you're more flexible, reach underneath. And then if you can, add the other hand. Don't force it, use your breath. And come up. And here we're going to do a lunge. This is a hip flexor stretch, so I'm stretching out the front of this hip. So it's your bow stance, but deeper than you go in the Tai Chi form. Make sure, common mistake people do is leaning over this leg. If I'm leaning here, I'm not stretching the front of the hip. So here, here, pulling, sinking. As you breathe out, Darth Vader breath, and drop deeper into the stretch. And the other side, make sure that you walk your feet in gently and turn. Again, using the breath. Okay, we're going to try something a little more ambitious tonight. Feet are parallel. Hands are going to reach down the legs. Take it gently. And if you can, grabbing your toes, pulling your head down toward the floor. Now from here, keeping one leg absolutely straight, you're going to drop your hip towards your heel, lift your head up and press your hip down. This is called a crouching step. Both my feet are flat on the floor. Keeping the feet the same distance, simply transfer the weight from one foot onto the other foot. Head is up, hips are down, chest is out. It's natural to lean forward slightly on this one, but you shouldn't lean past this knee. Let's do that one more time. If I take my hands away, you can see that my feet are flat, I don't go on tiptoes, and the elbow is inside of the knee. And one last time. Come up. Walk the feet in just gently. Now we're going to do a stretch for your golden rooster. This will help you get your knee higher. Pick up one knee. And you're going to grab the shin just under the knee. Okay? And grab it here. The other hand, depending on your flexibility level, you can grab the same, you can go lower, or if you can, grab your toes. From here, stand tall. And as you do your breathing, squeeze your knee to your chest. Let go. Put the foot gently down. Notice my standing foot is turned out. Hold just below my knee. Shin height. Other leg can go here, can go here. If you're more flexible, you can grab your toes. Stand tall with the crown of the head up. As you breathe out, bring your knee to your chest. Let it down gently. And then we'll do some dynamic swings just to get the legs stretched out. Lift the head up. Have the arms out to the sides with the fingers pointing upwards. We're going to step. If you mirror me, you'll be stepping your right leg first. I'm going to swing my left foot up and bring it back. Now, the leg that you've just kicked with is going to step. And alternate legs. That's 10. Little shake out. We're nice and stretched. I can't see the chat, I'm afraid, so I don't know how many of you guys are still with me. We're going to go through the sequence next. I'm going to go on the chat in the other on board. Mike, Christine, hi. How are we doing? How was the stretch? All right, not too much. The crouch step takes a while to get, so would it be at risk attempting that crouching if I had a hip replacement? It's really hard to say. I know some people with the hip replacements that can do a really good crouch step, so it kind of depends. I don't think there's any danger in it, providing you take it gently and you stop if there's any sharp pain. Without seeing you, it's kind of difficult to judge, but always err that if there's any sharp pain, you stop. But as long as you've got, if you can bring your, I don't know if this makes sense. If you can do this, then there's no difference in terms of this hip. It's the same thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is really the range of motion that you need. This needs to be able to come out to the level. If you can do both of those individually, then there's no reason why you can't do the two things at the same time except for muscle tension. So it's a software problem. Funny, I did the Golden Rooster stretch before you started the lesson. Psychic Leslie, we're there on the same page. My wife says she's knackered after the stretching. Stretching, you need to relax. Okay, let's do the set. The thing is, if you stretch before the Tai Chi form, it will be more open, it'll be more beautiful, and be less effort. It's kind of like you've oiled the cogs, right? You're not grinding. Everything's now stretched out and it's easy. Please remember, hard not to lean forward on crouching step. Yeah, I'll help you with that. I'll give you some specifics for that. I'm thinking how to do this with the camera, but I'll help you. What was I saying about relaxing before you do the form? Stretch, but when you're doing, this is important, when you're doing the Tai Chi form, don't stretch. You're stretching so that when you're doing the Tai Chi, you're in your comfort zone. Right. The way to teach yourself to squat down without leaning forwards is to use a wall. And the facing the wall stretch is like one of the most useful exercises I give to all my students to get their mobility, to teach them how to squat down. And what you do, and I'm not sure I can show this with the wall, you have to use your imagination, okay? My feet are very close to the wall, like not more than a couple of inches, so the wall is right here. So if I do this, I've just headbutted the wall. So I have to keep my arms out, keep my chest lifted up, and I have to start working into my hips, and gradually with practice, until you can sit all the way without touching the wall, and then coming back again. When you can drop to the bottom of the squat without touching the wall, it's simply a matter of shifting the weight and then extending the leg. Does that make sense? So that's the progression, that's how you're going to get it. I remember the wall squats. Yeah, wall squats are awesome. I think in an ideal world, the wall squat would be the, what do you call it? The prerequisite. Just like, don't worry about crouching, don't worry about anything else until you can wall squat. Then your ankles are mobile, your T-spine is mobile, and your hips are flexible. Then you're turning in the right places and so on. So in the old days, they'd make people do like fundamental training for several months before they'd even learn the form. And sometimes that's really, really useful. Yeah. Right, let's do the form. We're up to grass bird's tail, both sides. I'm going to put the music on. I've moved the music. Had some feedback that the music wasn't very clear, so I'm going to put it in a slightly different place. So tell me if you can hear this, and is this reasonable? Is this reasonably? Just give me a quick feedback that that's okay, not too loud or not too quiet, and then I will step back and do the form. Are we okay? Sound check. Okay, great. $35 of you, 6 of you like me. Click like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Mirror image. Okay. How was that? Music was louder after I came back. What does that mean? Oh, you're buffering tonight, huh? Okay. Sorry, guys. You lost me completely, but got through the form. Then you are doing awesome. Well done. Yeah, reload. Lost for yonks. Okay, we're going to do it again. This time I'm going to face towards you a mirror image. Last time was back view, this time is mirror image. Oh, that's the wrong music. Let's not do that one. That's the sword form. We're not doing the sword form today. That's the one. Okay. Quick Q&A before we do our standing meditation. Came back at the rising step. Okay, so did everyone get through the sequence twice? Much better, great. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the last movement in the sequence, so we'll have the whole set then. It will be tomorrow, it'll be a big day. So Don't know about water. Champagne tomorrow. We finish the set. Much better. Good. Any questions? Okay. Just wanted to say, quick plug again for the online academy, because I've been working on that most days while we're in lockdown, trying to build it up. And I think I have a really good format for that. There's going to be explanatory videos going out. If you all good, balance getting better every day. Excellent. Yep. Okay, those are great. Thank you. What was I going to say? Yeah, about the academy. So if you've not gone on the Rising Crane Virtual Academy, join it, because there's free courses. So there's, for example, the 8 Qigong breakdown. There's a free Kung Fu course as well. There's a Qigong, one of each. And if you've signed up for that and you've done the free course, then you're also on the newsletter. You'll automatically get updates about when the academy is going to be open. I'm going to open it for a brief window, and the reason for that is I want everyone to start at the same time. It's a bit like classes. It's really hard when people are joining it, and it would be much better if we're going through the set together, and then every week I give you the supplemental exercises, the theory. We do a Q&A, like a webinar. I upload live classes as well, and so on. And so it's structured, and people join. And if anyone wants to join halfway through, sorry, you'll have to wait to the next intake. So we're going to be doing the 24 forms for the beginner level curriculum, and we're going to be doing the Minnoijam, which is the needle in cotton form for the advanced students. And that will be starting in a few weeks, but the registration window will be just 5 days. But everyone, if you're on the email list, you're going to be getting emails soon about that. So you can learn some new stuff. What else? There's also a Kung Fu curriculum going up as well, which will be a similar kind of structure, where I'll be teaching some, again, new sets for the advanced students and some fundamentals as well. So love Minnoijam. Me too. It's awesome. Did I sign up? I don't know. Have you done our 8 Qigong course, Suzanne? It's a free course, 8 Qigong. The link is right under this video. Click on. If you've signed up. I'm going to do it today without music. Because great, good. I'm going to do it without music. We're just going to be very quiet. If you're outside, you can hear the birds singing, lovely. But we're just going to keep it very natural today. All right. I'm still going to use the timer though. Timer app. Where am I at? Here we go. Raise the crown of the head. Open the hips and the armpits. Bend the knees. The most important thing is a straight spine. If lifting your arms makes you raise your shoulders or makes your back tense, it's better to do it low. Similarly for sitting down in the step, only do it if you can hold it comfortably. Go mentally deeply into the position, feeling your way through for any tension, any excess muscular effort other than the minimum necessary to hold the posture. Look for tension in the head and the face, in the neck, tops of the shoulders, down into the arms, fingers, upper back, chest. Go like a scanner, just working your way down the ribs, to the abdomen, holding any tension there. Is the breath easy and soft at the belly, the waist, the hips, buttocks, front of the hips, quiet inside of the hips, the thighs, hamstring, working your way down to the knee joint, to the calf muscle, all the way down the ankle and the feet. Now I'm just going to be quiet and just stay with the feeling of the body. Put your hands below the navel. Gents, left hand inside, ladies, right hand inside. Put your mind to a point about 3 inches behind your palms. That area is called dantian, which is the center of the body's energy. Finally, bring your feet together. And shake. Good. So, sorry about the technical hitches today. To imagine, could go a bit slower. The parts where the arms cross the body is tricky. Tai Chi can be boringly slow, but that's okay for learning. Okay. You have to imagine you're hugging a tree. Fair enough. In my opinion, this is a great stress reliever. Okay. The music that I was following, that's the pace that is set for what I would consider to be health Tai Chi. And there's also a more meditative Tai Chi, which is even slower. I mean, to the point where you can hardly externally perceive movement, and it can take an hour to go through the form, literally. And the other, of course, is Tai Chi for martial art, where it has to be very light and explosive, and then you have to learn how to express the force at speed as well. So all different kinds of practice. The speed we're doing it here is what I would call health, stress relief kind of speed. Okay, thank you. Is there a class Friday? Would people like a class on Friday? If we're in lockdown and we're here anyway, I'm happy to do one. But if people say, you know what, we've got stuff, we're Skyping family and we'll take the weekend off and we'll come back, then why don't I, feeling nicely relaxed, thank you, you're welcome. Is that yes, as in you'd like a Friday class? We can maybe do a vote for it. I'm happy to do it. Yes, please. Well, it's unanimous. Okay, so to answer your question, no, I'm not going to do a Friday class. Okay, thank you everyone. I'm absolutely 100%. There will be a class as normal on Friday. Just kidding, guys. Right, so we've done our stretch, we've done our Tai Chi form, we've done our standing meditation. That's it for today. And what's today? Wednesday, is it, or Tuesday? Can't remember. There's a Facebook meme going on about what day it is, isn't it? Because no one knows what day it is. But we are currently, we're Wednesday. So tomorrow, Thursday. Tomorrow we'll finish the form. So Friday, how about we make our Good Friday thing to go through the entire form, start to finish 3 times. How would that be? You still go to work, do you? Okay, so recap Friday. Yep, sounds good to me, everybody. Don't forget, sign up for the free courses and watch out in your email box because there will be stuff about the Academy coming. Make sure we're not going into your junk folder, so whitelist us. And see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Again. Thank you.